We need to talk about Doja Cat. This situation has gotten pretty serious. So, what up and welcome back? I'm Jane, the plainest Jane, and over on this channel, we sip syrup in the form of black news and celebrity updates. Today, we're giving an update on Doja Cat. If you don't know what has been going on with Doja Cat, some really alarming things have been going on pertaining to Doja Cat's brother, who you can see pictured to the right here on this thumbnail. Now, as you can see with this headline that I've clipped and enlarged for you, Doja Cat's brother allegedly knocked her teeth out, according to her mom. So her mom went and petitioned the court for an order of protection, claiming that he has been violent and attacked not only her, but Doja Cat as well. The judge has finally ruled on this. This was a petition that was filed last month. So I want to get into this update because I find it to be alarming and interesting. And this is why I'm so firm about it doesn't matter whether it's family or not. When you have a boundary, when somebody is placing you at risk in any capacity, physically, mentally, emotionally, it's okay to have a boundary and love somebody from a distance and not go around them anymore. I don't care if blood is thicker than water. Sometimes you get the best love and the best treatment from people who are not even your technical family. And those people do become your family, right? So let's get into this. But of course, before we get started, make sure you thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more black news and celebrity updates. And of course, don't forget to think critically and independently, regardless of what you hear from me or anybody else.
Rolex on your wrist, a plain Jane.
So let's get into some of these alarming details. Now, this is an exclusive report. Radar Online was able to grab these court documents, and I'm just going to jump straight into it. And then we're going to go back and give you some backstory. And then I have some footage of when the paparazzi caught up with Doja Cat's brother, and his response was it was very stank. It was very stank, and it really reeked of guilt. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this information. So Doja Cat's mother claimed that she lived in constant anxiety and fear for her safety. Now, in this petition, Doja's mother claimed that her son had, quote, choked her and threatened to hit her several times. She says she often was berated by her 30-year-old son, and says, quote, he has made so many comments that are deeply hurtful and offensive that I feel I have to knock them from my memory just to go on day after day. She also continues and says that he uses these bullying tactics to manipulate me into giving him more money than what is rational and reasonable. And it puts additional stress on me to work so hard. And then he abuses me, and it's hard for me to recover to complete my work tasks. So this man, this 30-year-old grown man, also has a 13-year-old child that his mother is the legal guardian of, by the way. Not only are you not taking care of your 13-year-old child, your mother is, and you have the nerve to be physically and psychologically abusive to your mom because she won't give you money. What's wrong with you going out and getting a job? This is just, I just feel for Doja Cat. We really haven't seen her much since the allegations that he knocked more than one of her teeth out, okay? Now, Doja Cat's mother continues and says the possibility of having a peaceful household to raise my grandson, that being her abusive son's son, is completely compromised with this erratic behavior. There are many times that his own son doesn't want him to come over to my house. With this alleged incident that went down on November 11th in 2023, she said that her son yelled at her in front of her grandson. She said he called her a fucking lazy white B word and told her no man would ever want her. Doja Cat's mother also explained that she was appointed legal guardian of the 13-year-old, and the judge ended up granting Doja Cat's mother temporary restraining order, and the judge declined to add Doja Cat onto the order and said that Doja Cat would have to file her own petition for a restraining order, despite the fact that in mom's petition to the court, she outlined the abuse that she had endured at the hands of her son, and also the abuse that Doja Cat had endured at the hands of her son. So we have not seen or heard of any paperwork of Doja Cat actually filing her own petition from the courts, but apparently this has been going on for years, this sort of abuse that both Doja and her mom have been tolerating from the 30-year-old son. And I just find it interesting that he can call her a lazy white bee as if he looks anything outside of racially ambiguous.
Or as if he has a job. You ain't got no job, Tommy. So who's the real lazy one here when mom is working and you mad that working mom isn't giving you more money to live your life while you're not even taking care of your child? Somebody make it make sense for me, please, Stickies. Help me understand down below in the comments.
He's only, what, a half a shade darker than her? It might even just be the undertone that's different. Like, that is just bold to say something like that to your mother. Okay, so let me just go back and give you a little backstory, and comment down below and let me know how you're feeling about this, Stickies, about this situation. She was granted this restraining order. I want to go back, right? I want to go back to this because this is Radar Online's exclusive. And in the headline, they say that she was granted a 5-year restraining order against her son after claiming that he knocked Doja's teeth out. But when they get into the meat and bones of the article, they say it's a permanent restraining order. So it's unclear. I will pull up Radar Online's website for you, but it's a very annoying website in the sense that they put one sentence, 3 ads, one sentence and 3 ads. So I don't want to deal with how sloppy and unorganized that look. But again, Doja Cat's mom, her name is Deborah Sawyer, and she was granted a permanent restraining order against her 30-year-old son named Raman. And according to the court documents obtained by Radar Online this week, a hearing was held for Doja Cat's mother's petition, the order of protection against her son. Now, her son did not show up to court despite being served with the notice of the hearing. And that's a clear sign within itself. If you won't even show up to defend yourself, if you're claiming that you're innocent, why not? Why would you let somebody pin abuse charges on you and you not show up to defend yourself or at least tell your side of the story? Is there clear guilt? Is there not? Let me hear from you, Stickies. That's a question that I'm anxious to know how you all feel about down below in the comments. So the judge heard testimony from Doja's mom before granting the request for the restraining order. Again, unclear if it's permanent restraining order or if it's a 5-year restraining order. And the judge said that the order will expire on January 31st, 2029. Okay, so Radar Online needs to kind of get their verbiage together. The headline says 5 years, the first sentence says permanent, and then we get later on in the article, and it is seeming like it's a 5-year duration. So, as previously reported last month, Doja's mother rushed to court seeking help in an emergency petition. And in the filing, Doja's mother claimed that she had been increasingly concerned about her son's behavior. She asked the court to order him to stay 100 yards away from her and his own son, who is 13 years old, that she is the guardian of. So Doja's mother claimed that her son had been violent in the past and even knocked out Doja's teeth during one incident. She said that he had given her bruises and destroyed Doja Cat's property as well. To make matters worse, she claims that her son talked to Doja in a very degrading and demeaning manner and made her feel unsafe and traumatized. That's a lot. I really feel for Doja. I really feel for her mother as well. And I definitely feel for the child who's caught in limbo. I wonder where the mother of the child is, since Doja's mother has custody of this abusive son's son, her grandson. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out, to see how Doja Cat bounces back from this and these allegations, and how she recovers after. Obviously, she's going to need some sort of surgery with her celebrity to get her teeth fixed, to mentally and emotionally heal. This has to be a lot to deal with, especially from a sibling. So Stickies, you know, I really want to hear what you all think about this really sad situation. I wanted to bring you this about Doja Cat. My heart sunk immediately when I saw the headline last month, and it definitely sank today as we got more details, really just chronologizing exactly what and how exactly he was abusing both Doja Cat and his mother. Before I get into my closing questions and wrapping things up and asking you all to comment down below, as I told you earlier, the media was able to catch up with Doja Cat's brother. Let's get into exactly what he had to say. Are you getting a feeling of remorse? Are you getting a feeling of guilt? How are you gauging his response to abusing not only his mother, but his sister as well?
What's going on, bro? How are you? Any word on what's going on with you and your sister and your family? They're saying that, you know, you knocked her teeth out. That's the accusation. The singer, Doja Cat?
This brother said, "Who is my sister?" Wow, 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 wow. Not who is my sister. Okay. Very telling.
Have you got anything to say to your mother? What about your sister? Have you spoken to her about these allegations? Any reaction to the restraining order against you?
No, I have no restraining order against me.
Are you denying what happened?
Yes.
So no, you don't have a restraining order. You're denying what happened. You don't even know who Doja Cat is. Man, please.
So you did not hit your sister, you did not knock out her teeth?
I haven't seen anybody in years, bro. What are you talking about?
So what happened? What's the story?
There's no story.
At least have your side out there, you know?
Is it true you got violent with your mother?
Well, there we have it. What are you getting? What feelings, if you had to interpret his body language, his responses, how do you feel his responses are adding up with the allegations? Do you think he did it? Do you think he didn't do it? Or do you need to see more before you are sold that he is actually an abusive POS? Any thoughts, stickies, be sure to leave them down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe for more Black news and celebrity updates in the form of syrup. I'll catch y'all next time. Deuces.
On your wrist, a plain Jane.
But that's it. If you want to catch more of my commentary on Black culture or vital and trending information, be sure to subscribe by hitting that little circle in the middle of the screen, or I'll catch you in one of these rectangles to the right in another video. I'll see you there.